When sculptors work in stone, usually they do it by chipping bits away. Well, we found a sculptor who's leaving pieces of himself behind, thanks to a fascinating arts program here in Canada. CBC's Deana Sumanac crafted this story.
Like many artists around the world, sculptor Givemore Mashaya has a hard time making ends meet. But unlike many people in his native Zimbabwe, Mashaya will now have a chance to buy a home for his family with the money he earned with his own hands. Mashaya is teaching Canadians the traditional art of Zimbabwean sculpture.
It makes me very proud. I really enjoyed it, especially to see somebody who can, whom I teach, can afford to produce something out of a stone.
Mashaya has been living and working in Peterborough, Ontario for the past few weeks, his first trip outside of Africa.
Nice weather?
Yeah, it was nice weather.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I'm going to see a lot of ice, but anyway.
But it was okay.
It was very hot, yeah.
He is the 6th Zimbabwean to become an artist in residence at the Rice Lake Gallery through a program that combines art with foreign aid.
Nice and green.
Zimbabwean artists come here to exhibit their work, teach Canadians to carve, and take 100% of the money they earn through course fees back home to Zimbabwe.
He's taken some tools in here.
The program rests on the risk-taking spirit of the gallery owner, Fran Fearnley. 12 years ago, Fearnley left her job as a magazine editor to volunteer in South Africa and Zimbabwe when she first saw these stone sculptures.
There was so much sort of energy and emotion in the work. It's just very alive. It's just, it shows so much of the Zimbabwean culture and their celebration of life and family.
Fearnley was convinced these dramatic, elegant sculptures would find buyers in North American art connoisseurs, and she was right. She started showing them outdoors just as she first saw them in Zimbabwe. These are now selling for up to $35,000, and one was recently purchased by Montreal cosmetic maven Lise Wattier.
The thing that was so gratifying was the fact that Canadians who I think have an understanding of sculpture because of our own Inuit art movement could come here and look at this work and be so moved by it. So it really began with appreciation and then kind of moved into sales.
Still, Fearnley's barely breaking even. She personally bears the costs of moving the artists to Canada. She houses and feeds them for the full 6 weeks of their stay. Many of Givemore Mashaya's student sculptors here are amateur artists themselves.
Oh, this part is fun. Now you're starting to sort of refine it, right?
But none quite as amateur as I am. It's hard work, but Givemore Mashaya wouldn't have it any other way.
With me, art really comes from deep inside my heart. I put a life signature in art. I'm no doubting. The gown.
Deana Sumanac, CBC News, Peterborough.